this is another fun topic and something that you're really going to enjoy, because a lot of times we're just out giving people what we think they want, and that's not necessarily the thing that's actually going to get you clients. That's not going to get people to want to buy your products or services. That's not going to get people excited about whatever you have. Just giving people anything. You don't just want to just give people things. You want them to be excited about what you have, and you don't want people to reluctantly want you to pay. You want people who are excited to pay you money. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we're going to be talking about today. So let's get into it. So the reason you should care about selling people what they want is because that's the only thing people buy. You might want to start off your notes with that. People only buy things that they want, right? And or need. But it's the perception of what they want that's going to get them attracted to your product and or your service, right? Or for example, your coaching services. So this is going to be really key. That's how we position the offers that we're giving people, right? Because think about it like this. You know, you want to be, people have a particular problem around whatever product, whatever services that you help them with, right? So if we're looking at coaching, you might be a relationship coach, right? And you might say how to have, you might say how to find the perfect woman, how to find a perfect man. It might be how to lose 50 pounds in the next 5 months, right? It might be how to make your first $5,000 in the next 30 days, right? Or your next $5,000 in the next 30 days. It really doesn't matter what it is, but at the end of the day, you're selling people on, or not, if that sounds negative, really what you're doing is you're offering value, or you're giving people something that they want, or the perception of what they need. And I'm going to tell you why perception is important, but I want you to get this fundamentally. People are only going to buy the things that they think that they want. Think about that. I used to struggle a lot with trying to position or sell or offer people things that I knew that they truly needed, but because that's not how they perceived what they wanted, or that's not how they verbalized it, I didn't get as much attention, or I didn't get as much sales as possible. You feel what I'm saying? Like, for example, I work with a lot of people who are new to coaching and speaking, right? For example. And I might do a session on, you know, how to make 6 figures in the next 12 months. That might be a session that I do, right? Let's say if that might be a boot camp, that might be a webinar, that might be whatever, right? So that will attract a lot of people saying, listen, I want to take my business to the next level. Especially if you're new, you're like, yo, listen, I'm just starting this thing, I want to go to the next level, right? And you'll be excited to learn that. And you're like, yo, I need to find what the latest tricks are, I need to find what the latest tools are, what's going to help me get there, this, that, right? And you'll be excited to learn that, and I teach you a lot of those strategies too, right? But if I know that I'm marketing specifically to people who are brand new to the industry, if I know that I'm doing an event that's people that's brand new to the industry, they'll come in knowing that that's what they want, or feeling like that's what they want, but what I'm going to actually give them are the things that I know that's actually going to help get them to the next step. A lot of the times, if it's people who are just starting, it might be things on mindset, right? You might say, oh man, like, I'm trying to, I need to be able to close these sales, and I want to be able to make $10,000 a month. And I'm like, cool. If I'm coaching you, you brand new, I might be like, cool. Like, that's, or if let's say if I'm trying to help you, I might be like, cool. Okay, listen, we can get you to $10,000 a month. That's what we're gonna do. Yeah, I wanted to come in, and and this is how I want it to be, etc. Right? But then as I start asking you questions, I'll start realizing the reason why you're nowhere near 10 grand a month in your business is because you're actually afraid to put out content. You're actually afraid to put out video. You're actually afraid to DM somebody. You're actually afraid to reach out and have conversations and get on the phone with people. And then I realized that you think that because people could judge you, you're afraid of that judgment, so you're not putting yourself out there. And because you're not putting yourself out there, people are not being able to fully understand or see or realize what you know. So they don't know how smart you are. They don't know how much you can help them in your area. They don't know because you're not putting yourself out there for fear of somebody else who might be judging you, or in fear of somebody else who might say something bad or negative, or in fear of somebody exposing you, imposter syndrome, right? And because of those things, that's the reason why you're not getting to the next level. But that's what we're going to address. So I might do, so let me bring it all the way back. So how to overcome imposter syndrome might be something that some people will join. But if I say how to make 6 figures in the next 12 months, I will get way more people to join that. Does that make sense? Because most people don't even know why they're not generating, or they think they know the real reason why they're not generating business or income or building it up or getting clients. But it's through 2 or 3 or 4 layers deep of the things that they haven't really realized of cause and effects of why they're not really where they're at and making momentum. But if you start with that, sometimes people don't even know that that's the issue, so they might not be as attracted to it. If that makes sense, go ahead and put "make sense" in the chat. Then it says group psychology. You're right. That's a fact. Go ahead and put "make sense" in the chat if that makes sense. So your goal, our goal as trainers, as coaches, as speakers is that when somebody says that they want something, or if people are telling you this is what they want, sell them what they want and give them some of the candy, right? But why would I spend, if I'm trying to teach you how to generate income, why would I spend, let's say make 6 figures, why would I spend all of my time, and again, this is depending on who your audience is. If I'm talking to people who are advanced, they're already making $5 grand a month and I just got to get you to 10, or am I talking to people who are making $100 a month and I'm trying to get you to 5? You know what I'm saying? 500, 5,000, right? So that's a different conversation depending on your audience. However, if I'm speaking to the person that's brand new, why would I center 90% of the conversation around how to make sales on a consultation call when they're not even clear on who their target audience is? Think about that. Why would I censor 90% of the conversation around sales psychology on a strategy session when they're afraid to even initiate conversations with people? Why would I spend a majority of my time showing somebody how to book appointments when they don't even know what they're offering people as part of their coaching program? Does that make sense? So you got to realize, one, and this might be good to write in your notes, and then I'll open the floor for some questions. One, you got to realize who you're talking to, right? Like, that's one of the reasons, like if I'm on a call, or I'll kind of fill out the room and I'll say, hey, like, who here is making X amount of revenue in their business? Or I'll say, who here, this is your first time kind of, starting a coaching business or speaking business or whatever. And there's no right or wrongs to it. It's just about understanding who the audience is and then giving them what they want based on where they're at in the process. But when it comes to just selling people exactly what they want, you got to give them what they feel like they want, but truly give them what they need during the process. Woo! You got hit with some deep, advanced psychology today. I'm telling you, these are things that I've learned over years and years, and what I'm telling you is the same thing that I would tell you know, a 6-figure client of mine, right? Like I would tell you, I'm telling them right now what I just told you over the last 15 minutes is the same thing I would tell them. Dennis says you're amazing. I appreciate that. Appreciate that, brother. Thank you, man. We, you know, it's what we do. But you know, you rock with me, so you know.